guys, what is going on? I hope you guys are all having a phenomenal morning, day, evening, whatever time it is that you're watching this. It's nighttime for me, but anyways, so today I just want to talk a little bit about the Amazon rainforest, and also all of the information that I'm going to be presenting to you tonight is from a TV show called Years of Living Dangerously. Now, I don't know about you guys, but when I first got into personal development, I was like, okay, I'm not watching television anymore. There's so much more productive things I could be doing with my time. But this TV show I did start watching just because they are educating me on things that are happening at the political level of the environment. So, yes, so that is for another video and another topic, but that's why I'm watching the show. Anyways, to get into the Amazon rainforest. Also, talking about this stuff. This is not easy for me, just to let you guys know. Very passionate about the planet, but talking about this stuff and educating you on it isn't the easiest thing for me because it hurts just a tad bit. I'm sure other people feel that way too. So, yeah. But anyways, when I watched this episode, I cried. I cried when I watched this, and I have a few notes. And just going back over all my notes, I cried a couple times. So, anyways, I just want to remind you guys that a lot of people, they act like the resources on this planet are infinite, but the trees, the oceans, the lakes, the streams, they can only take so much. So a few things that are happening in the Amazon rainforest. People are cutting it down to profit from its resources. Brazil's defense stated that 142 acres were cut down in 10 days. So they deforest, they burn the land, they plant seeds, and they raise cattle. So raising cattle and the beef industry is the biggest driver of deforestation in the Amazon. So some people could be eating meat from illegal lands. So the people behind the destruction are big companies dealing with big farmers, big international companies. They deforest because they can make money, yada yada yada. They come to make money, they leave. They didn't mention the names of the companies. Anyways, government forces in Brazil move in and they fight destruction of the Amazon because there's land grabbing and money laundering going on. So the cattle industry and animal agriculture, they release the same emissions as the entire transport industry. So people raising cattle in the Amazon are responsible for 65% of the deforestation there. They are destroying and cutting down the forest to raise cattle, and we have lost 20% of the Amazon rainforest so far. Beef consumption will probably double by 2050, and that means that the amount of land required for beef is just going to push into those forests in a terrible way. Beef takes 20 times as much land, and you produce 20 times the amount of greenhouse gases, and you get the same amount of nutrition from beans that you do from meat. So not saying that everyone has to be a vegan, but if we can reduce the amount of people that are eating meat or just eat less of it, that can make a huge impact. If all the cattle in the world formed a nation, they would be the third largest emitter of greenhouse gases after the United States and China. So we can't solve climate change unless we stop deforestation. And we can't stop deforestation unless we change the way our food is produced. So, just talking a little bit more about the forest. So there are indigenous people still living in the forests of Brazil, and if they weren't there protecting it, it would have most likely been cut down already. There are politicians there today creating pressure for the indigenous and trying to take away their rights. There are about 200 congressmen with the same goal, to gain access to the indigenous lands and exploit them. Brazil is the richest country in the world as far as biodiversity. If we lose the Amazon rainforest, we are going to lose so much more than just the biggest tropical rainforest in the world. We are going to lose the world because of climate change. If we don't stop destruction and deforestation and all of this in our generation, if we don't do something about it now, we are going to lose this area forever. We're going to lose this forest forever. I've never been there, but I know it's beautiful. From what I've seen, it's so beautiful, and we cannot let this destruction happen. So what will it take for us to stop destroying the planet? We need to influence and pressure our leaders to stop this from happening. So what would happen if the Amazon rainforest was destroyed? The area would become drier and drier and catch fire. Then the whole area would turn into a desert. Planet Earth is Plan A. Plan B is our renewable resources. And people like to think that there's a Plan C, going to another planet. But there is no Plan C. There is no plan C. So get that out of your mind, please. The way to solve this is to pressure our leaders to stop it. The rainforest can't protect itself. We need to protect it. So, that's all I have to say for tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys got some good value out of it. If you have any questions, comments, post them below. Thank you for listening, and have a great rest of your night. Thank you.